Federal government, states, local government share 966.110 billion for July. Ignore false alarm on insecurity. KOGI government urges citizens, travelers. Ukraine war. 3 killed in Belgorod hours after drone hits Moscow. In sports, Mason Mount, injured Manchester United midfielder, set to miss next 2 games. This is the MLC TV Global News, reaching you live from the city of Lokoja, the confluent state of Nigeria. I am Jennifer Odimayo. Thanks for joining us. The Federation Account Allocation Committee, FAAC, has shared the sum of over 966 billion July Federation account revenue to the federal government, states, and local councils. This was disclosed in a communique issued at the end of the Federation Account Allocation Committee FAAC meeting chaired by the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edun, in Abuja. The 966.110 billion total distributable revenue comprised statutory revenue of over 397 billion, value-added tax revenue of over 271 billion, electronic money transfer levy revenue of 12.840 billion, and exchange difference revenue of over 283 billion. Accordingly, the federal government received over 374 billion, the state government received 310 billion, while the local government councils received over 229 billion. Meanwhile, over 51 billion was shared with the oil-producing states as 13% derivation revenue. It added that the excess crude account ECA balance stood at over $473 billion. KOGI government has urged citizens and travelers to ignore false alarm on insecurity circulating that the state is not safe. The state security advisor, Jerry Omodara, made the call while speaking with journalists in Lokoja. An alarm in form of a notice in circulation in the state claims KOGI state is hot for now. For those visiting KOGI state to see family and friends, please avoid these areas: Jingbe, Elete, Emiworo, and Geregu down to Ajaokuta. Also, avoid Obajana's old road. Even if you are stuck in traffic due to the new bridge construction, please avoid the old road. It is very dangerous. Omodara said there was no need to caution the people to avoid believing in unconfirmed reports like that, especially when it had to do with security in KOGI. As things are in terms of security, there is no such a thing happening in KOGI. Omodara said there was the need to caution the people to avoid believing in unconfirmed reports like that, especially when it had to do with security in KOGI. As things are in terms of security, there is no such a thing happening in KOGI. It is all a falsehood. Omodara assured that the government will not give anyone the chance to torment the people of KOGI as it used to be in the past. As it is, there is no cause for alarm as long as KOGI state is concerned. He said it is because criminals coming into the state are quickly harvested. They are harvesting them even with those who ran to other states, ensure they go after them and bring them back to face prosecution. The security advisor advised that all they expect from the public is timely information, and the security agency will do their job. He therefore added that rather than escalating falsehood on social media, it is better for the people to channel information whenever they discover any security challenges or breach to the security operatives for prompt action. Omodara expressed gladness that the government and security operatives were getting it well in KOGI till the last day of Yaya Bello in office as governor, and even to the next government, they will continue to fight insecurities in the state for the good of the people. The Chief of Army Staff has ordered immediate redeployment of the General Officer commanding 1 Division Nigerian Army, Kaduna, Major General Bamidele Alabi. Alabi is replaced by Major General Valentine Okoro, the current GOC 2 Division Nigerian Army, Ibadan. The redeployment, according to reports, is connected with the recent killings of 36 soldiers in an ambush by bandits around the Kundun area in Shiroro local government area of Niger State on August 14th. It was reliably gathered that the killing of the soldiers, who were the elite special forces, was not taken lightly by the army authorities because of the huge number of of casualties recorded in the incident. Sources say that the army authorities are not happy that the GOC, who was supposed to have led the troops in the operation, the way the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Lagbaja, did when he was GOC in Kaduna, did not do so. Meanwhile, the bodies of all the deceased soldiers have been recovered by the military authorities as the reinforcement team deployed to the area has continued to bombard the general area with the killing of scores of terrorists and bandits and the arrest of several others who are being interrogated by the military authorities. It was also gathered that the GOC is leading the operation and has been in the bush for some days now with the troops. 36 officers and soldiers were killed in an ambush on August 14th by bandits in Niger State. The Osun State Command of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC, has officially confirmed the unsettling incident of the kidnapping of 6 individuals by unknown gunmen in Oyan Town. Kehinde Adeleke, the spokesperson for the NSCDC command, has revealed that swift search and rescue operations are currently underway to secure the release of the operatives. According to reliable sources, the unfortunate incident took place when the victims were returning from their farms in Odo-Otin, North Local Government Council Development Area. They were heading back to Oyan after working on their farmland in Aworo village when they fell victim to the abductors' attack around 5:30 p.m. Among the kidnapped victims was a chief from Oyan Town. However, news has surfaced that the chief managed to escape from the clutches of his captors in the early hours of Tuesday. The statement revealed that during the early hours of Tuesday, a female chief who was among the abductees managed to break free from the captors. However, as of Tuesday evening, the remaining victims are still in captivity within the vicinity, which is near the border of Kwara State. The community security forces, local hunters, and volunteers have rallied together in a collaborative effort to locate and liberate the abductees, ensuring their safe return to their families and community. Youth leaders, under the urges of Borno State's indigenes who applied to the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC, and Nigerian Immigration Service recruitment exercise in 2022 and 2023 have lamented the level of marginalization expressed in the recruitment process. The spokesman of the group, Garba Rabiuk, disclosed this during a press conference at the NUJ Press Center in Maiduguri, Borno State. Garba noted that out of about 250 applicants who wrote the civil defense examination and a total of 315 that went for the immigration screening from Maiduguri to Bauchi State, none was considered for employment. The group, however, expressed disappointment with the selectors, saying that those shortlisted from the state after the overall exercise are unknown as they were nowhere to be found during the screening exercise. When asked how the group made the discovery, the spokesperson said all of them who went for the examination had been in contact on their social media platform until the point of shortlisting. None of its members had claimed to be selected. Out of the 114, an NIS 151 from Borno State was shortlisted for final documentation. They therefore accused the NSCDC and the NIS of not allowing all inclusion and adherence to the federal character, which gives equal rights to both rich and the poor. He said the poor youths of Borno have no godfather to secure our rightful positions within this esteemed organization. Instead, they are left disappointed and marginalized, their dreams shattered, hopes was replaced with despair, optimism crushed by the weight of this injustice. They cannot help but wonder what more could have been done. What more did they want from them? They lamented. The group, however, appealed to the state governor, Professor Babangana Umara Zulum, the State and National House of Assembly, to come to their aid in demanding justice and digging to ascertain the root cause of the matter. We'll go on a short break. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
MLC TV Online is here. For your timely and reliable news that reaches you fast with the breaking news, choose MLC TV. Get human interest stories right here on MLC TV with entertainment, sports, business, culture, tourism, and fashion news stories all featured on MLC TV. Not forgetting political and current affairs news, state and federal government and people's matters will be discussed regularly on MLC TV. MLC TV, your one-stop online destination for unbiased, accurate news, entrepreneur ideas, and youth matters to the rest of the world. MLC TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone.
Welcome back. On politics, the Kogi State APC governorship candidate Usman Ahmed Ododo and his running mate Joel Oyibo have been described as visionary leaders and will take the state to greater heights when elected in the November 11 polls. The commendation was coming at the heels when a voice team for Ododo, Abuja, took their visit to various communities of the Federal Capital Territory. The team charged them to get ready to exercise their franchise with their PVC. Our reporter has more.
The Avoid Team for Ododo, which has been actively involved in canvassing votes for the All Progressive Congress APC candidate Usman Ahmed Ododo, recently embarked on visits to various districts in Abuja where Kogi indigenes reside, including interactions with students at the Federal College of Education in the FCTA. This effort is in continuation of the long-term initiative of the team to further garner support for Ododo and Joel in the upcoming November election. Members of the Avoid team in Abuja who led these visits to the various locations received a warm reception from the residents who expressed their unalloyed support for the present administration under the leadership of Governor Yahaya Bello. The residents affirmed that Governor Bello's leadership resonates with their aspiration and enumerated some of the remarkable achievements of his tenure that endeared him to them. The Kogi Governor Yahaya Bello-led administration was commended in areas such as education, healthcare, security, and infrastructure development, especially by the Abuja residents. They urged Usman Ododo to ensure he continued and build upon the already existing effort when elected.
Oh, Mesa, especially this second term. Now, all I see university, I know I am by university, then you cost tech, it was around. Now we now have Kogi State University, Kaba. Presently, Borean. All I see are 3 senatorial zones. You talk about reference hospital, it's world class. Everyone in West Africa, this should be the second one. In Nigeria as a whole, there's only one. So this is a landmark achievement, legacy project on Orambe. Then you talk about the roads. You tried one Agasaborians, for example. You would feel every has good road networks, and while I'm looking at the same thing, he's also trying to do more. Who tell you even within us is an in his excellent governor Yabelo Dakai. Yeah, it means my county achievement on the access. I can assure you all of you, inshallah. They don't know whatever matter. Yeah, on the then when it comes to His Excellency, the incoming, and I use man of do, we are supported with the doer.
When I was organized, well, and you know, the way one hour, no, the way one well. Was there no time? I didn't know. I'm a poor money on the wrong track. But I can't discuss it on the PVC. The PVC on the we're still on sensitization or even sensitization. I am a create awareness.
In a show of solidarity, the campaign coordinators Muritala Shaidu and Aliu Musa respectively urged the residents to ensure they have their permanent voters card ready, adding that their PVC are the key tools to use in electing and demonstrating their support for the governorship candidate.
This is the importance of inclusiveness. So we realize that youth are the power of what? Any elections. If you actually want to be leader and if you want to win, there's no way you can do without the youth. Yes. Who are the youths? Are we not the youths?
Yes,
sir. Are we not the youths?
Yes, sir.
The election coming up November 11, we will try to have our voters card and give our votes to Alhaji Usman Ododo come November 11. Inshallah.
The Avoid Team for the Dose campaign trail covered Kwakwanshe, Sileja, and Rafinsain communities. Additionally, the theme reached out to various groups, including the Omoye Vonya Association in Abuja and the Ebro National Students Association of FCT College of Education, Zuba, Abuja. Prayers were offered by the elders for Ododo and Joel.
Na wana manyi interest bila tunai ana lu sono ndo abe muli na wa sono ndo songe hoto siba so sono ne inoeza da asi hado asi haruzi muli na wa so gaida do protector do save enene odo turuwa da ho budibye na the tulu eje ti sheta na da genu mu tatu ko muli na se da so le keri wa de abo eti mo no muli na wa ai ko ba gena na wa omoya na ena bo emoye bonya baki group mo ya na bo ni ya be ko mo ya na bo organize na busi ba so ya bo so na ba ka di ebere ma be di gobo ni esi ni to KOGI do to yivo mo na wo me amen mo rabbana tinna fi dunya sanatun fil lahirati tumkina zabana.
I am Joy Moses reporting for MLC TV.
The network of Bayelsa Professionals, MBP, has asked President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to resist the temptation of interfering with the November 11 governorship election in the state in the interest of fairness and the advancement of democracy in the country. The group said its appeals comes on the heels of speculations that President Tinubu has assured the governorship candidate of the All Progressive Congress, APC, Timipre Silva, of total support, including the deployment of the military to help him win the election. Members of the APC in the state were said to have been rejoicing that the president assured their candidate, Chief Silva, that he was going to do everything to ensure he wins. Some chieftains of the APC in the state were also reported to have claimed in a viral video on social media after the recent meeting between Tinubu and Silva at the presidential villa in Abuja. However, the network of Bayelsa Professionals said in a statement that if the claims are true, President Tinubu will be subverting democracy and setting the state up for coerce. NBP, in a statement released in Abuja and signed by its spokesman, Dimo Bofa Tantwa, urged the president not to undermine the tenets of democracy by using the military for a civil exercise, which may lead to fatalities. They also pleaded with the president to know that Bayelsa, KOGI, and Imo elections will be the first under him, and the entire world will be watching keenly to see how it will go. The group added that Bayelsa is enjoying a peaceful atmosphere because of Governor Donye Diru's level of political tolerance, maturity, and disposition. The MBP reaffirmed that with the satisfactory performance of Dire in the last few years, Bayelsas are willing to re-elect him, especially as he remains the best choice among the contestants for the exalted office. The People Democratic Party (PDP) said the November 11, 2023 governorship election in Imo State is crucial because it will determine the future of the state. The chairman of the party's governorship election campaign council in Imo State and executive governor of Zamfara State, Dauda Lawal, stated this during the inauguration of the council in Abuja. Lawal said the election is crucial because it will determine the future of Imo State. They are aware of the challenges and they will surmount them. They pledge to deliver on the assignment before them. The governor pointed out that the assignment of the campaign council is beyond winning the election, adding that it includes ensuring that the lives of the people are positively impacted. Their aim is to bring genuine change to the lives of the people they serve, not just to win the election, he added. He therefore charged the campaign team to lead by example, adding that the campaign should be conducted in such a way that it reflects the ideas of PDP. Dauda Lawal said credibility depends on their ability to be honest and transparent. They have considered various strategies to ensure success. He urged them not to lose sight of the bigger goal. Campaign must focus on security, education, healthcare, infrastructure, and job creation, among others. While expressing confidence that the team will deliver the state for PDP, the governor stressed that they should all come together, put their strategies in place, and secure victory for their candidate and party in Imo State in November 2023. Also speaking, the governorship candidate, Senator Samuel Anyanwu, pointed out that the election is neither about himself nor the incumbent governor, Hope Uzodinma, but about the people of Imo State. Anyanwu, who is also the national secretary of the party, pointed out that the PDP won the last governorship election in Imo State but was taken away by the Supreme Court in 2020. He, however, stressed that a victory for the PDP in Imo State would be strategic to the party's return to dominance in the southeast. He disclosed that he chose the Zamfara governor to serve as chairman of his campaign council because he came out of a war zone and defeated an incumbent governor. Lagos State government has announced a new directive prohibiting commissioners and other political appointees from hiring personal assistants who are not part of the civil service. The head of service, HOS Hakim Muri Okunola, revealed this development in a recent circular, emphasizing that all political appointees are required to adhere to the stipulated regulation of not engaging personal assistants from outside the civil service. This decision is aimed at streamlining administrative processes and enhancing efficiency within the state's governmental framework. By implementing this ban, the government seeks to prioritize qualified individuals already within the civil service system. Muri Okunola reiterated the importance of this decision, stating that it aligns with the government's commitment to optimal utilization of available resources and fostering a more integrated, effective administrative environment. As the policy takes effect, political appointees are expected to comply with the directive and explore avenues to utilize existing talents within the civil service, thereby contributing to a more cohesive and streamlined approach to governance. On foreign, Russian officials said a drone attack on Russia's Belgorod region has killed 3 people hours after another drone hit central Moscow. Belgorod's governor, Vyacheslav Gladkov, blamed Kyiv for the attack on the region near Ukraine's border. He claimed Ukrainian forces launched an explosive device through a drone while people were on the street. Kyiv has not claimed responsibility for either incident, but it rarely comments on attack inside Russia. The Russian Defense Ministry said hours after the first drone attack, which killed 3 in Belgorod, a second drone was destroyed over the region. Mayor Sergeant Sobiani said, as well as the drone strikes on Belgorod, drones were also reported in Moscow, where a building that was under construction was hit. Air defenses also shot down 2 drones earlier in the Mosaic and Kimki district of the Moscow region. The Defense Ministry added no casualties were reported. Following the incident in Russia's capital, all flights to and from Moscow's airport were suspended early on Wednesday. They later returned to normal. The flight suspension measures have been taken repeatedly in recent days amid a spate of drone attack on the capital. It was the 6th consecutive night of aerial attack on the Moscow region, according to the report. The drone that hit the building under construction at the Moscow city complex was compressed by electronic warfare system, the Defense Ministry said. It lost control and collided with the building, officials said. In response to reports of the downed drone, the U.S. State Department said the U.S. did not encourage drone attack in Russia. U.S. officials added it was up to Ukraine to decide how to defend itself, and that Russia could end the war at any time by withdrawing its forces from its neighbor. Allegations of drone strike inside Russia have become increasingly common in recent months. Zimbabweans lined up to vote on Wednesday, saying they were hungry for change from relentless economic woes. Analysts were skeptical that the ruling ZANU-PF party would allow a credible election or any loosening of its stranglehold on power. President Emmerson Mnangagwa is seeking re-election after a first term during which runaway inflation, currency shortages, and sky-high unemployment left many Zimbabweans reliant on dollar remittances from relatives abroad to make ends meet. Zimbabwe's chances of resolving a debt crisis and accessing World Bank and International Monetary Fund loans are at stake, as foreign lenders have said a free and fair election is a precondition for any meaningful talks. Let's join Jonah Malik for sport updates.
Hello and glad to have you on Sport Update on MLC TV Global News. Manchester United midfielder Mason Mount is set to miss the club's next 2 Premier League matches with injury. The Red Devils said Mount is expected to be out until after the international break because of a small complaint sustained in last weekend's 2-0 defeat to Tottenham Hotspur. Mason Mount joined Manchester United from Chelsea in June in a deal worth an initial £55 million. Erik ten Hag's side will host Nottingham Forest on Saturday before travelling to Arsenal on September 3rd. England international Mount, 24, is also a doubt for the Euro 2024 qualifier against Ukraine on September 9th. Mount was given a starting place for Manchester United opening 2 Premier League games by Erik ten Hag, but has struggled to make an impact. He was substituted after 68 minutes of the United's 1-0 win over Wolves on the opening day of the Premier League and replaced by Christian Eriksen. The midfielder was also withdrawn for Facundo Pellistri with 5 minutes remaining of United match at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium last Saturday. Still on sport, before the US Open, Paula Badoza confirmed that her injured back was improving after a practice session with Stefanos Tsitsipas' brother Petros. Badoza and her boyfriend's younger brother walked out on Tuesday. Badoza gave a good report on her back issues following practice. She hasn't played since retiring due to a stress fracture in her spine suffered during her Wimbledon second round encounter. Additionally, Badoza joked that practicing with Tsitsipas' brother was part of the Tsitsidoza agreement. Badoza stated, "Yes, if I date Steph, then I get Petros as a practice partner." After suffering a spinal stress fracture, Badoza stated that her back fitness was improving. Tsitsipas has since discussed Badoza's good influence on his life and tennis on numerous occasions. Tennis great Serena Williams has given birth to her second child, a girl named Adira Riva Ohanian, and along with husband Alexis Ohanian welcomed the new arrival in social media post on Tuesday. "Welcome my beautiful angel," William wrote in the caption of a video posted on TikTok that shows her, Ohanian, and their 4-year-old daughter Olympia embracing the newborn. "I am grateful to report our house is teeming with love, a happy and healthy newborn girl, and happy and healthy mama. Feeling grateful," Ohanian posted on messaging platform X, formerly known as Twitter. The 23-time Grand Slam champion, who said she was evolving away from tennis after last year's US Open, confirmed on her red carpet of the Met Gala in New York City in May that she was expecting baby number 2. The announcement made a return to competitive tennis appear highly unlikely for 41-year-old William, one of the most decorated athletes ever to pick up a racket. And that's all on Sport Update. I am Jonah Malik reporting. Back to our caster for more stories.
Thank you, Jonah. And on entertainment, Joy Dada is on standby.
In Africa, popular Nollywood actor Kepi Epiambasi advised parents to have open lines of communication with their children. Speaking with popular media personality Jude Chindeowo, the actor and father emphasized the need for open communication with one's children, noting that closing the doors of communication means that they will have to hide behind said door and the parents will know them. Using himself as an example, he said that while he's free with his children and they can groove around with him, some children were not raised in that way. Going back to his upbringing, the actor reminds about how he has close-knit relationship with his mother. He remarked that even though there is no book on proper parenting methods, open communication with one's children is the key. And on foreigners in Hollywood studio and streaming services released the terms of a revised proposal to striking writers. But the new union urged members to continue picketing as the new offer failed to address all their concerns. The Writers Guild of America had worked off the job on May after negotiations reached an impasse and were later joined by members of the Screen Actors Guild, halting production across Hollywood and costing the California economy billions of dollars. The Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers, which negotiate on behalf of the companies, including Walt Disney and Netflix, changed its offer to include new details about critical issues like compensation, minimum staffing, residual payments, and curbs on artificial intelligence. Thanks for joining me. I am Joy Dada reporting for MLC TV.
To our audience, we thank you and we appreciate your effort by watching and sharing for more subscriptions. Our YouTube channel remains Malachi TV. Like and follow our Facebook pages MLC TV, MLC TV 2, MLC TV Yoruba, and Igberavabe MLC TV. Instagram MLC TV 2021, Twitter Malachi TV, Thread Malachi TV, and TikTok Malachite_TV. For your event coverage, appearance on any of our programs, contributions, comments, advert placement, or sponsorship, please call or send SMS to any of our numbers displayed on your screen. Join Malachi TV online on weekends to watch our various programs: Saturday 7 p.m. Political Arena, Sunday 6 p.m. Women's World, and Monday 9 a.m. The Opinion. It is Malachi TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. Please be your brother's keeper to build a happier and better society together. I am Jennifer Odimayo. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.